news this evening, a former state senator just submitted his signatures to the Secretary of State to appear on the ballot for the November governor's race. Brett Lindstrom reportedly filed more than 5,700 petition signatures today. He needed at least 4,000 signatures. That would be spread across all 3 congressional districts to qualify. Our election team confirmed Lindstrom was launching a petition drive last month to get on the ballot as an independent. Lindstrom, a longtime Republican, changed his party affiliation to nonpartisan earlier this year. Lindstrom joins incumbent Republican Jim Pillen, Democratic nominee Lynn Walls, and Rick Beard with the Legal Marijuana Now party in the race for Nebraska governor.